We're going to get out of this situation and we're going to get into a better one. Just want to start off saying that. Just going to force ourselves out of the bad situation and get into a better one. Just want to say that to you. Just want to say this now. I am the light of the moral center. I see everything on the foundation and in the temple, as well as the space the foundation and temple are in. Our grounds, our common grounds, are universal grounds. They're not just common grounds, they're universal grounds. I want to share these thoughts with you. I really want to share these thoughts with you. Just want to share them with you. The grounds we all stand on are universal grounds. They are universal grounds. What do I mean by universal grounds? That means the entire universe, every galaxy, every planet, every star, every constellation, are all a part of our one ground. Our spiritual grounds, our soul grounds, our moral grounds, our principle grounds, our standard grounds. Our grounds are universal, meaning everything and everyone in existence stands on the same grounds. Everybody does. We just have a very toxic, poisonous, barbaric, colonizing entity within our space trying to take over our universal grounds. Universal grounds. We can get out of this situation if we choose to. We need to force ourselves out of this situation. We can do it. We're in a bad situation. I am the light of the moral center. I see everything on the foundation, which are the universal grounds, and everything in the temple, which is of the conscious mind, and or what I would like to call the infinite mansion parable. I have something I like to call an infinite mansion parable. What is a parable? A parable is a short story, any kind of short story. Whatever short story you have, you can blend it up, you can mix it up, however you want to use it, however you want to tell it. Just tell a short story. A short story, some words in a sequence, any kind of story, used to label and describe a moral and or spiritual upliftance. That's what I say the word parable defines as. But it literally actually defines as are the following words here. A parable actually literally defines as, according to the setup of this here world that we are in, a short story used to illustrate. That's why I changed the word up. I don't like the word illustrate. Used to illustrate a moral or spiritual lesson. That's what the actual word parable defines as in this world. That's why I say it like the way I say it. I'm going to say it real quick, real fast. A parable is a short story used to illustrate a moral and or spiritual lesson. That's what a parable literally defines as. So I'm going to switch it up, because this destruction tongue, this English language, I only change it up based on what I have in my possession to do so. I'm going to explain this right quick before I go on. Don't reinvent the wheel. The wheel wasn't meant to be reinvented. It was meant to be dismantled. However, the wheel, quote unquote, that we are in can be used and or utilized however you choose to use the things and or the tools within the wheel that we are in, you see. But the thing is, know what the tools are first, then use them how you want to use them. Know what the tools are first, then use them how you want to use them. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. I pray this makes sense to you. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to dismantle it. The wheel is bad for you. The wheel is bad for us all, and we know these things. So how do we get rid of the wheel? How can we dismantle the wheel? How can we break the wheel? How can we destroy it? Know how it works, so that you can then get in there and freestyle with all of the tools that you have in there to freestyle with. But you yourself, as the magnificent being that you are, get in there with the tools that you have and the tools that the wheel has. Use them together in the style art of balance, so to speak, and destroy the wheel. You see, everything that I say to you is a moral and or spiritual upliftance. Everything I say. And what am I trying to spiritually uplift you to? A balanced disposition and or a balanced natural state of mind and or a balanced love within the space that you are in. I desire to be, now back to what my points were. I desire to be the moral center in this here endeavor that we are all in. The moral center, meaning the foundation, my idea, not necessarily me, the idea that I have. I want to put the universal grounds of peace, love, unity, and advancement into the world. I want to put the universal grounds of peace, love, unity, and advancement into the world. Inception, right? I get a sense that a lot of you are finally starting to begin to accept my proposition, so to speak, of having a foundation of peace, love, unity, and advancement versus having the devil's foundation of war, hatred, division, and stagnance. I see how you're speaking to me in spirit. I see how I'm speaking to you in code, so you're speaking to me in code. We're obligated to do this. We are obligated to speak to each other in code, and you all know that we are. She has more influence than the King of Kings does. She has more influence over the world than the King of Kings does. But soon, all of this is about to change. It's all about to change. Why? Because I'm going to keep on talking so much crap in regards to convincing you all to let the King of Kings be your foundation versus the mother of harlots. Let go and let the King of Kings be your foundation versus letting go and letting the mother of harlots be. Why are you allowing? She is pure evil. Y'all know this. Speaking to the people who are in the higher ups, people don't watch my videos. That's good, because this truth could drive somebody insane if they're not prepared to endure it. So you people who are in these higher ups that I have essentially no other style of whatever talking to about what's going on, I guess. Let the King of Kings be your foundation and stop letting the mother of harlots be. Let the King of Kings be your foundation and stop letting the mother of harlots be. She got more influence over the world than he does. These two are like brother and sister to each other. These two are like father and daughter to each other. These two are like wife and husband to each other. These two are like daughter and son to each other. These two are like cousins. They are each and all of these things to each other. But here's the thing though, only because she is forcing them to be so. But the thing is, she only has the ability to force these things upon the King of Kings reality because of her influence over us. He is only going to work in spirit. She is only going to work in the physical. The King of Kings works in spirit, and she works in the physical. Everything that she is about is manna and serving materialism and serving war, hatred, division, and stagnance. Everything the King of Kings is about is serving self, serving your best interest, what's in your well-being. I only live for your well-being. Peace, respect, balance, and progression. That's his foundation. Hers is the complete opposite. Let the King of Kings be your foundation. I'm just a moral center. I'm going to lead you to him by any moral means necessary. And when I say by any moral means necessary, that means that all of my decisions will come from either a solidly good grounds or a balanced one, meaning what's upright and steady, meaning whatever evil stuff you are, get out. Moral means, self-defense, things of that nature, you know? I am the light of the moral center. I see everything on the foundation and in the temple, and in the temple. And the situation that the foundation and the temple are in. Y'all can do better if you choose to. You just gotta choose to do better. Maybe these words will help. Maybe. I want to land a few more points about how the King of Kings operates in spirit and how the devil operates in the physical only. So everything that the King of Kings does will be in spirit. Nothing physical at all. Not too much of anything physical at all, should I say. It's the only way he's going to operate, because he's the protector of good, you see. The protector of good. How do you protect what's good? What do or can you do to protect what's good? If you're protecting what's evil, that means you're trying to keep lies, secrets, cults and whatnot, people worshiping you, bowing to you, kneeling to you, servicing you, being enslaved to you, things of that nature. That's what it'll be like if you're a protector of evil. But if you're a protector of good, what would that be? One who allows everything it is servicing to live in free will. All on the grounds of peace, love, unity, and advancement. Live without making it inconvenient to others. Is that possible? It's going to be mildly dark in here now. Is it possible you can live without making it an inconvenience to others? Is it possible? Why do you all love war so much? All of your recessives on the TV screen. You know, my people are finally, truly able to see all of the recessives that are truly involved worldwide and influencing all of these wars. You notice it's only the recessives. You all with these country names, oh my God. These country names ain't real. None of your policies are real. None of your anythings, your laws. Everything that you have on our universal foundation right now is false. Everything that you have implemented on our universal foundation right now is false. Everything is. It's artificial, fake, lie. Something to keep you excited about murdering yourself. How could anyone be this stupid? Oh, I know how now. Because the devil raped you into being this stupid. Literally. So, the King of Kings. Will he help us physically? Can he help us physically? Not necessarily. He can't necessarily help us physically. The protector of good is not a war-bound individual. It's not an individual of war. It's an individual of order. It's an individual of, or it's an entity of, or it's a celestial of balance. It's a celestial of knowledge. You follow what I'm saying? Doing the right thing. Meaning the King of Kings will always tell you to do the right thing no matter what. To do the absolute morally good and justifiable thing no matter what. That's what the King of Kings is going to tell you. But the thing is, if you don't listen to what he's telling you to do, are you going to do it? No. You want to know what you're going to do? What the foundation of the devil wants you to do. Stop walking on the foundation of the devil and walk on the foundation of the King of Kings, meaning walk good forever. The foundation of the King of Kings is good all the time, and it's good. Foundation of the devil is evil all the time, and it's evil, meaning you will always be coming from a place of evil. Just because you don't show it on the surface at all times, that don't mean it's not the place you're coming from. You're coming from a place of evil. Real quick, I just want to say this randomly now. I landed a few points. I want to say this now about you sellouts. I may use profanity. Just prepare yourself if I do. But you sellouts, you melanated people, I need you to know something about yourselves. You're only doing what you are doing to our people for the so-called recessive geneities monopoly game money. the recessive geneity are doing what they are doing to our people for the devil. So in a sense, to every melanated sellout on this planet, you're really stupid. But you know that. You don't, because you're not aware of how dumb you are to literally ruin the lives of everything of your own race globally. Just to let you know, every second that you serve what the white people globally want you to do, you're serving against the ill being. You're serving for the ill being of every melanated man, woman, and child on this planet. Everything you do for them, at any time that you do it for them, is for the ill being of every melanated man, woman, and child alive. You need to know this. Am I saying hate them? I'm stating facts. That's all I'm doing. I'm just stating facts. That's what I do. I just say things out loud. Say random things and post them on the internet. Just pick up the phone, push the button, record myself talking on the phone, and post it on the internet. Click the button and put it on the internet. That's all I do. So, say some more facts out loud. All of you melanated sellouts on this planet, all of you, you're only betraying our people, your own people, for the so-called white races, the so-called recessive geneities, and or the so-called resuscitated Negroes, according to the devil's lingo. They're resuscitated Negroes, according to the devil. You're only betraying your people for their illusions of money. But they are betraying their people for the illusions of the devil. And the devil is betraying her own children or her own child. Unfortunately, this is why I don't really want to accept this truth. This is why I don't really want to accept the cosmic mother truth. That's why right there. Because to say we're the devil's child, bro. Nah, the humanity is not the devil's child, bro. Nah. I can't accept that truth, man. Well, I'm going to have to because it's the reality. But then again, it's just, is she really the devil, though? Or is she just a force of nature? You see? Is she really the devil, or is she just a negative force of nature? Because it's like, what is nature at the same time? The nature is what the universe is, right? The universal's energy or universal cosmic energy. Isn't that what nature naturally is? Literally, logically speaking, isn't what nature logically is? Logically speaking, wouldn't nature be universal energy, like weather patterns and things of that nature? Or, well, then again, everything is Africa Alkebulan, meaning everything and everyone came from Africa, including the lands, including all the continents. Even the continents came from Africa Alkebulan. So it's like, if everything was still connected, will we even have all of this crazy weather? Will we even have clouds? You follow what I'm saying? How would the planet look if everything was completely normal right now? Do y'all even know that? I do. I just act like I don't, because y'all act like y'all don't. I'm just going to tell you anyways. But yeah, if everything was still connected, there'd only be like one weather pattern every day, warm, or just right. Meaning everything in the universe would be as within, so throughout. Literally. Yeah, I told you I know. Y'all know too. You just act like you don't. So I'm just act like I don't. But it's still going to be in my mind because I know it. But at any rate, yeah. Everything is supposed to be normal right now, especially the weather patterns. But they're not. Why? Well, because the devil is the foundation of the world today. But then it's like, is it really the devil, or is it just a force of evil? Just a force of evil. Just a force of evil energy. That's all it is. A force of negative energy wrapped up into a humanoid form that we would see as a woman if we were to gaze our eyes upon it. It's in the physical right now as the literal government of our entire world, meaning we live in the devil's age right now. In the devil's age, how do we live in the devil's age? Because the devil is the foundation of the world today. Only by belief, though. Because the foundation, the actual literal foundation of the entire world is the universe itself. Meaning our foundational grounds, naturally speaking, are universal grounds. The literal cosmos, the literal balanced cosmos our natural, universal, foundational grounds. You should know these things, man. You should know where you come from, where you actually come from. You don't come from the devil, you come from nature, literally, in every sense of that fashion. Because if you look at what the devil literally is, a force of nature and or a force of negative energy incarnate, you follow what I'm saying? If you look at it in that regard, then you'll actually recognize, yo, man, we come from nature itself. We come from literal nature. And nature, logically speaking, is the actual universe we are in. You follow what I'm saying? So that's how we need to see this. That's how we need to perceive this. So we don't come from the devil. We come from balanced energy. We come from a balanced universe. We come from a powerful, magnificent universe. That's where we come from, yo. We come from the universal grounds we walk in every day. Did you know this entire universe is God's brain? Like, we are literally inside of God's mind. The source of all moral authority, not the source of all immoral authority. Because your so-called devil, or the negative force of nature itself, that's the source of all immoral authority. She's the source of all immoral authority, the devil is. Or she would see, or it would seem as a woman when we gaze our eyes upon it in the physical. You see. Make the King of Kings your foundation, not the devil. Stop letting the devil be your foundation. It's time to stop playing games with your reality. Live like you were meant to do for your own well-being. You came from positive balance energy. Act like it. Literally. You follow what I'm saying? You didn't come from her, man. In a sense, she came from us. That's why I said, like, because, you know, here's the thing, y'all. You won't buy this, and I don't want you to buy this necessarily. But it's just time for you sellouts to stop being sellouts. You need to know these overwhelming amounts of truth so you can know just exactly how much you are being played. I say things like Satan ain't real, right? That's what I say. And then the recessives who have been gathering information, they say things like Satan and Jesus are the same thing. And then more information comes out about Jesus, that's not even being his real name, because the J wasn't even invented until the slave days. 400, 600 years ago, right? The letter J wasn't even invented until slavery. So it's like, okay, that means he has a different name other than the one we know of. And then with the more information that comes out, it turns out it's Yeshua or Yahweh Shai. You follow me? But then here I come, learning even more, and then I found out that all of them came from the same life force. And then I found out more beings that incarnated similar to Yahweh Shai, Yeshua, Yahusha. And it turns out people like Ra did it the same way. People like Horus did it the same way. People like Thoth did it the same way. Or they came from the same energy, a more enlightened, born self. You follow me? That makes sense. Just logically speaking, man. Just speaking on the logic. I always speak from a foundational lens, by the way. This is why a lot of my words sound like, well, they have to be coded, honestly. I speak from a foundational lens because the devil is the literal foundation of the world, and anybody else trying to be, you know, something that could possibly replace what she is, no. Remember, our women are not like the devil. Stop thinking about that Whitney Houston song. You're not every woman. You are the woman you are, and or you are the soul being you are. I don't see our women as women. I see our women as soul people or soul pieces. I don't see any of you as human. I see you all as soul sapiens or the soul species. I see you all as God, man. I see you all as the literal God, the literal universe itself. I don't have gender norms in my mind for you at the current moment in time. I just see you as something divine. I can't see you as anything other than something divine. I can't see you as anything other than what's divine. This is just me, where I'm coming from right now. This is why it's hard to just really sit up here and just feel with you all in regards to like you being offended like every woman on the planet being offended because I'm calling the devil what it looks like. A goddamn her. You follow what I'm saying? So whatever, man. Like you're not even human to me. You follow what I'm saying? You're not even human to me. So it's like, why do you want to be like the devil in any way possible? Why would you be offended of me calling the devil some kind of gender when you're God? You're God. You're God to me. Your offenses, the things you get offended by, I no longer can see how they should be offensive to you. I no longer see how they should be or can be offensive to you. I no longer can see these things. Maybe that's the problem, huh? Maybe that's what it is, huh? Because I have detached from a level of thinking that everyone used to be on. And due to that detachment, a lot of the things I say, because there are no feelings in what I say, because my feelings are straight. My feeling is foundational. You want to know why I say my feeling is foundational? Because it's always good. My feeling is always good, yo. So it's like, I just let go and let that be what it is. I just let go and let that God play. My feeling is good all the time. All the time, the feeling is good. And I've even validated this. I've learned more about myself. All the information that the ancestors put out here about us. It gave me full proof and validation that my foundation is universal and good all the time. It's a good universal foundation all the time. I'm just going to stand on that and walk on it righteously. As one thinketh in his heart, so shall he be. You follow me? I got one feeling that I feel like. And it's just a feeling that's good all the time. Nothing else. And that there is my foundation to walk on. Everything else I go off of now is just straight validation. The light. Let the King of Kings be your foundation, not the devil. I want to land this infinite mansion parable, then I'm going to close the video out. So, I see it like this, right? Infinite mansion parable. This is all conscious minds aspects. This is the conscious minds aspect. So, I believe our conscious mind is like an infinite mansion with infinite doors and infinite places to go inside of the infinite, right? Now, within this mansion, it is extremely, magnificently, profoundly organized. As soon as you walk in there, you'll have the ability to see anything that you'll want to do in any way that you'll want to do it. You'll be able to see every door that you can walk into within this infinite mansion. You'll be able to see every tool laid out, structured, listed with instructions on how to use them. For example, within the mansion, there's a word called empathy. And the word empathy has a meaning. What is the meaning of the word empathy? The ability to understand feelings and share feelings with another. Of course, it says understand. I just replaced the I, or I just placed the U with an I. Understand versus understand. So, the ability to understand feelings and share feelings with another. The ability to understand feelings with another. The ability to share feelings with another. You want to know the feeling I understand? A one that's good all the time. So, that's the one I want to stay in no matter what. So therefore, there's another word in this mansion known as narcissism. And the word narcissism has a meaning as well, doesn't it? Yeah, the word narcissism has a definition. What is it? One who has an obsessive pride in his own desires and what he wants, or what one wants, period. You want to know what I want? By any moral means necessary to live in peace, love, unity, and advancement. Peace, respect, balance, and progression. So, within this infinite mansion, I went in and I crafted what could be known as a double-edged sword. And this double-edged sword, literally speaking or logically speaking, is the weapon known as an empathetic narcissist. An empathetic narcissist. Like, I get what you got going on, but this is what I want. I get what you got going on, and I get why you got it going, but this is what I want. So, toodaloo. Empathetic narcissism. If what you're doing is going to cause me to lose sight of my own well-being and my own importance to myself, get out. Period. Right? I get why you're doing it. Can't help that though. So go away. You won't. Self-defense then. You won't stop trying to bore in. You won't stop trying to drill in. You won't stop trying to get in. You won't stop. So what should be done about something so evil as you? Subjugate you. Then again, like I said, I'm just stating some facts, man. I'm just saying some things out loud, bro. I have no power to help anyone physically at all. All I can do is support in spirit as much as possible. I'll support in spirit as much as possible until I can actually do something physically, meaning when I have my physical foundation set up, and then all my brethren from the gangs who will decide to join me in my cause of soul liberation and global child manumission. We'll see what happens in the near future. We'll see what happens. I am all of humanity's support. I am all of humanity's support, but only those people who decide to see themselves as more than humanity. The Soul Tribe. You're more than a human to me. All of you are. You're extraordinary. And even more so beyond that. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Just come home. Protect this house. Home liberation. What is home? Home can simply be labeled and described with 4 words after this one. Peace, love, unity, and advancement. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family.